He's Sam.
He's Brandon.
And this is the BayTalk.
Hey, welcome to the BayTalk. I'm Sam.
I'm Brandon.
And today we have a lot of free agency and all professional sports to talk about.
Including hockey. Let's do this.
Actually, not hockey.
We hate it.
Okay, so at the top of our list, we have the obvious big headline of the week, Albert Pujols and CJ Wilson.
Yeah, them.
Those guys.
I remember it was good.
Yeah. I mean, we went to bed thinking that the Cardinals had Pujols, and we woke up, the Angels got him.
Snagged.
They spent how much money in 48 hours?
Yeah, they
too much.
More than the Giants on their whole roster.
So it looks like the Anaheim Angels are going to be a monster this next year on the West Coast.
Yes, it does look like that.
I mean, their pitching staff, with the addition of Wilson, I mean, Dan Herron, Irvin Santana, Jared Weaver.
Yeah. It looks like it's going to be a two-team race in the AL West. Texas, if they can even hold up with the Angels. I mean, Oakland doesn't look like Oakland doesn't have the slimmest chance at a playoff vote.
We're banking on some money balling from Billy Bean to come through, but we never know. We'll discuss that later. Let's transition into the Giants, shall we?
Shall we?
Okay, so we saw another move by the Giants. They traded for Angel Pagan of the New York Mets, their center fielder. Sounds familiar because we got Carlos Beltran from the Mets last year, and we got his replacement, but no Beltran anymore.
Yeah. But let's look at why this trade is good. So let's start with the obvious. Steals. I mean, Torres could steal, but nothing like Pagan can steal.
I have a stat here. Pagan was 69 for 86 in stolen bases in the past 2 years.
Now, when you look at Andres Torres' percentage, he had a really high percentage, but he only stole 10, 15 last year?
That's probably because his batting average wasn't that good. He wasn't on base. His on-base percentage wasn't that great. So we have Angel Pagan, who's going to look like he's going to be a good leadoff hitter. I mean...
Yeah, you know what he's going to look like, right?
Yeah.
An Andres Torres version 2.0.
He's 30 years old. He's got a little bit of age to go. He's got some upside.
What's perfect is he's going to be able to play center field this year, maybe some of next year, and then we got Gary Brown coming up.
That's right.
I mean, it's like we don't need a big-name center fielder when we can have Gary Brown in a few years.
That's right. Over to Oakland. We just saw this today it's Friday today. The A's traded Trevor Cahill, their ace, and a bullpen arm, Craig Breslow, for the Diamondbacks' top pitching prospect, and an outfielder and another bullpen arm.
Colville.
Yeah,
he was.
We got Colin Cowgill and Ryan Cook. I don't have the name of the top pitching prospect.
It's fine.
So what are the A's doing here?
I'll tell you what they're doing. Giving up.
They're giving up? I don't know.
They're gonna try to get as little fans as possible. That's the goal. Let's see.
We've already lost Willingham, Coco Crisp. Who else? And Matsui. I think there's a couple more that are gone now. But they're pretty much auctioning off their whole team.
They're waiting for MLB to step in and say, you guys need help.
The only guy that they really like is Jameel Weeks. And
trust me, he won't be on the team in 5 years. So now we'll go to a topic we don't normally cover, but we feel it's very necessary with this recent trade that didn't go through.
Yeah.
National Basketball League.
Yeah, and I'm sure we'll be talking about this a lot further on.
Chris Paul, deal set. He's heading to LA. He's going to play alongside Kobe.
The next dream team? Oh, no.
We got the big three in LA. I don't know who the third is. I guess you'd include Bynum.
I guess the potential Dwight Howard, but let's not go there
just
not
yet.
Get
too far because he's trying to sign with the Nets.
So the trade got vetoed, as you probably know. I'm sure all the LA fans are really disappointed. But the three-way trade, it was a three-way trade. It was basically the Lakers giving up Pau Gasol, Lamar Odom, two big names on their team.
Yeah.
Who both had pretty big contracts, so they're clearing up a lot of cap space by getting rid of them.
Yeah.
And they're getting Chris Paul, who's an amazing point guard.
One of the top 5 players
But
in the league.
in getting rid of Pau Gasol and Odom, they're clearing up so much space that they could potentially go get a Dwight Howard and have the next dream team.
Yeah.
And I guess the reason why he got vetoed is the small market teams and the owners and.
Yeah, it's not fair. I mean, Charlotte Bobcats, do they even have a star? It's not fair.
Yeah,
for them.
what about the Sacramento Kings or teams like that don't have much? That the 3 teams that got the trade vetoed, they're gonna try to reconstruct another trade that's more fair, I guess.
I don't know. Yeah, it was pretty fair. I mean,
but if you look at it, yeah, like what you're saying, the distribution of talent in the trade was pretty equal. I mean.
You're getting 1 year out of Chris Paul, and you're giving away Gasol and Odom,
who are 2 very good players. I mean, they're a huge part of their team. I mean, they're giving up a lot.
Yeah,
but
Tyson Chandler's about to sign with New York Knicks, and it just came out that the New York Knicks are offering anyone a trade. We'll give you Ronnie Turioff and $3 million if you accept it. Anything. Just so they can clear room for Tyson Chandler.
Ronnie Turioff is my favorite player in the league.
He's a hard worker.
When he was on the Warriors,
we'll take $3 million, send him back.
Yeah, no, we could probably use him for like a good bench player.
Yeah.
But the Warriors, I mean, they're a local team. They're pretty much staying quiet. Not really.
We thought they would go after Tyson Chandler, but Tyson Chandler turned them back.
Yeah, he's signing with the Knicks, so we will not see Tyson Chandler in a Warriors uniform. But, it looks like Mark Jackson, the new head coach of the Warriors, has a lot of hopes for Andres Biedrins. I don't know why, but, I mean, he could pull it around, I guess.
Not offensively, but...
I mean, we still have David Lee, Steph Curry. I mean, we're going to be
we have decent players. It's just...
So...
Yeah.
Look for it. I mean, it's the first year. Maybe will Mark Jackson be the next Jim Harbaugh? Or
not the number 1 seed, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. We just don't have the talent, let's be honest.
Yeah, the Niners always had the talent. We'd like to thank you for joining us on this episode of The BayTalk. Please follow us on @BayTalk415
on Twitter.
Tweet us questions. We'll answer it in our previous video, which you may have seen, our fan question of the day. Please check that out. It's called Tebow something.
Yeah, be sure to watch that other episode that we have.
Emails.
Yeah, and email us, and we will be happy to answer your questions. It's baytalk415@yahoo.com.
Yeah, and
we'll see you next time.
Stay classy, San Francisco.